This episode was brought to you by Surfshark. For 83% off a 2-year plan, visit surfshark.deals/penguin.
Initiating moisture.
Welcome to the Moist Meter. Today we're taking a look at Tiger King, the new Netflix documentary series that has got the internet by its colon. I have heard so much about Tiger King but had no idea what it was going into it. With the way people hyped it up, I actually thought it was a reality show that was just kind of like a goofy, wild joke like Trailer Park Boys, but because it's set in Tampa in certain parts, more bath salts. It turns out that's not the case. It is a documentary that has tons of twists and turns, and it is a genuinely riveting tale that I absolutely just got hooked on. Now, full disclosure, I've actually been to the Big Cat Rescue, which is a focal point in the documentary, with Carole Baskin being one of the three main characters that they focus on. In this documentary, without spoiling anything, there is no good guys in it. There is no one that you can really root for, get the foam finger out and cheer for or anything like that. Everyone does some shitty shit, some real sketchy, shady business goes on, and it's not something you'd expect. And the places it goes get really dark really quickly. It's just this wild scheme of crazy shit that happens. Now, I do want to say, I think the show has been overhyped. With the way it was described to me during streams, I have expected aliens to come in by episode 4 or 5 and start taking the stage and playing a role, like the puppeteers making them dance or something. So I do think the hype is a little fucking crazy, and it doesn't live up to that. But that's to be expected when something reaches this level of hype. You have people going around fucking forming urban legends about it, like, when you watch Tiger King, you'll never be the same. Are tigers even real? I don't know anymore after watching Tiger King. Oh, I bet reptilians are real. I saw Tiger King. I'm kind of enlightened now. She did it. Oh, sorry, I forgot you hadn't seen Tiger King. That doesn't make any sense to you, huh, you fucking idiot? If you go in expecting that level of, like, godhood and just mystifying action, you're not gonna find it with Tiger King. I think the hype train on it is really extreme for what it is, but for what it actually is really entertaining. I really did enjoy it, start to finish. Like I mentioned earlier, I've actually been to the Big Cat Rescue, and from what I experienced when going there, it seemed like a really wholesome facility, and pretty much all the staff seemed like genuinely good people. Granted, Carole Baskin wasn't haunting the grounds that day or walking around or anything, so I have no experience personally with her. So all I can say is I did appreciate what I saw at the Big Cat Rescue, and from what I've heard and what I've been told, the actual work done there is good. But, I mean, after seeing Tiger King, it's hard to really support pretty much anything in there after seeing just what kind of crazy shit goes on behind the scenes. It is really an eye-opening documentary, as well as just a genuinely entertaining one and just a pretty wild ride. It's one that I can't really get too deep into without spoiling things for you, but it goes places you would never expect given the premise of the show. So, I'm just going to say I think it's absolutely worth your time if you're interested in a pretty interesting story that's true, and just a really well-produced documentary. Plugging Tiger King into the Moist Meter, I'm giving this bad boy a fat old 90%. I do think it is a very good show, a very interesting one, and one that really will have heads turning, as it clearly has been on the internet for like the last week. Now, I think it's time to mention something equally as dangerous as caring for tigers, the internet. As we've talked about before, the internet is a scary place. There's plenty of horror stories to go around. I don't need to put the wet nightmares and the fear of God in you telling you more. That's why I'm going to talk about Surfshark again. Surfshark is a VPN, a very robust VPN with a lot of interesting features and some very good things. I'm sure we're all familiar with VPNs these days because it's pretty much a necessity around these parts, because as the internet continues to evolve, so too do a lot of negative things about it. And VPNs like Surfshark really help alleviate that problem, that fear. When using Surfshark, all of your data is encrypted that you send online, and also it helps just in general entertainment. Let's say there's something exclusive to a Netflix region that you're not a part of, you can use Surfshark VPN, change your location and get access to that, and just have a good old time kicking back and watching something on there. I think VPNs, I don't even need to preach to you just how effective they are and what good they do. It keeps prying eyes away from your data. Surfshark doesn't even have your data. It's just an extremely helpful tool, especially given the current climate of the internet. So I'd highly recommend using Surfshark VPN for all of your VPN needs. If you're interested in checking it out, you can find it at surfshark.deals/penguin to get 83% off of a 2-year plan plus a free month. That's surfshark.deals/penguin, 83% off a 2-year plan and a free fucking month, baby.